I am going to be going through my entire garage and I'm going to be seeing which one of my cars I think are fascist, which cars I think are communist, and which cars I think are democratic. Starting off, we're going to have the Titan Sentinel. I think this car is fascist because if you think about it, this just looks more like a fascist tank than it looks like a communist or democratic tank. Like, for example, I can say that the chopper looks more like a democratic chopper than it looks like a communist or fascist chopper. And diving into political ideologies, this one definitely democrat. It has independence in the name. This was part of the Allies in World War II. This is one of the cars they used to drive around, you know, type stuff. Alright, next car that we got is the Gotham Guardian. This is definitely a fascist car, as well as the Midnight Hauler, which I'm gonna say it's a fascist car. It looks like a semi, kinda, but also kinda not like a semi. But I think it looks fascist. Going on to the Sour Truck, I'm gonna call this communist. This is a communist truck because when is the last time you've seen a regular truck that's not in a communist country with a face and like dagger? This is like some kids show that they would play in like the Soviet Union with the little face that ends up becoming lost media. What am I talking about? Okay, the Wax 6, this embodies everything about 1930s, everything about like 1930s, 1960s. This embodies that democratic type of thing. I don't think it's going to be fascist or communist, so I'm going to label it as democratic, as well as the Manta Ray. Next up, I am going to say that Santa was a communist, so I believe all of these Christmas cars, like the Gingerbread Racer, the X-Max Express, the Buddy Snowmobile, since Santa is a communist, I'm going to call all of these things communist. Swamp Speedster, fascist. Go back to the original paint job. You can see it looks like something that the fascists would drive. Next up, we got another communist car, the Raptor Racer. Speaking about democratic cars, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Corsair, it looks democratic just based off of the blue that they're using. If it was like, see, here's the thing, if it was like a gray, it'd be like, that's fascist for sure. If it was like a red, dark red, like, this is a communist type of thing. That's a communist car. But since the default is blue, that's what I'm going to be labeling it as. The Gotham, we all know Batman is a fascist prick. Yeah, he wants to rule the world. He wants to be like my boy Adolf. So yeah, we can't put that as one of them. The Rocket Man, I'm gonna say this is a communist rocket, and then this is an American rocket, which is democratic or whatever. This is fascist for sure. This jet right here is fascism 100%. And out of all of these ones that I have to say, this is communist, but the rest of these cars just, I don't really have a place for them. Like the Vapor, obviously this is gonna be like democratic because of the blue, and just vapor waves type of thing. It's not really fascist or communist. We go to the Furious Max. This is obviously communist. I mean, the default color is this, by the way. That's communist. You see the type of thing I'm alluding to? Yeah.